Previously on Encased, the Zoltais files. Just crashed this elevator onto a pile of bodies. All male employees? The operation will be performed with 2 bricks, no anesthesia. What? Alright, so this is the infirmary. This is where they did the castrations, right? Pretty sure they did. The mission has failed. Then I'm leaving you here. Yeah, dead bodies and everyone is crazy. Alright, let's see what's in this excavation zone. That doesn't look promising. And welcome back to the Zoltais Gaming Channel. I am your host, Zoltais. Here with another episode of Encased Sci-Fi RPG. So it's been a while. I put out a couple of videos on Game Deck, and I wanted to come back to this because this still very much reminds me of Fallout 2. It's Fallout 2-esque, Fallout 2 is one of my favorite games. So I'm going to come back to this. We were just about to solve the mystery. I mean, we already found out that this is what's causing the issue. We've already figured that out. However, this darkness causes me damage. And they said something about the generator. So I'm going to go try. That kind of looks like it. That's it, but we'll see. So let's go turn on the generator and see if that will turn on our lighting. That's not it. Oh, that must have been it. Oh, I died. We try again. Let's go to this one instead of the one all the way down here that doesn't work. Hey, we've got lights. Man, these guys are talking funny. I wonder who had to write all the dialogue for what all these people say. Is it different or do they cycle? I'm vomiting tiny pieces of glass. That's not good, man. Maybe you should go to the doctor. My head is not glowing. Yeah, I see they do cycles. This guy said that same one. What movie had a bad ending? No, hold on. What movie? What are you talking about? Milkman? No, I'm not a milkman. There are living airplanes buried underground. Okay. Hey, listen, I already told the last guy, my head is not glowing. You can't, how are you standing then? Can't feel your legs. I mean, people under some weird ancient artifact that seems to control people say the darndest things.
This amber orange ball hovering above the scientific equipment connected to it seems to be the reason for what happened in Nashville. You can feel the waves of anomalous radiation emanating from it with your whole body. A pleasant tingling rolls through your skin, and each wave fills your head for a mere moment with strange, rapidly fading images. Without taking your eyes off the sphere, you move closer.
So he said to call, but I'm gonna analyze this thing scientifically.
You bend toward the equipment. It's possible the slight electric current being emitted somehow stimulates the artifact's activity, so you decrease the voltage. The cooling system is working 1/2 throttle, so you bring it up to 85%. These measures should reduce the anomalous radiation intensity. At least, that's what you're hoping for. You suddenly begin to feel numb. The prickling in your hands and the anomalous radiation pressing against your head grow weaker, but a frightening sensation rises in their stead. An unknown force detaches you from your body and takes you up into the cool, ringing silence. The maelstrom hanging above Nashville embraces you. All of your
Okay.
consciousness unfolds like a
Yeah, I'm
giant
getting higher.
canvas, hurling you into a dark auditorium. You see the maelstrom swirling over Nashville. Pulling you from the crumbling walls at the base, it lifts your mind above the world. It covers the lands of the dome like a gigantic spot, in the swirling shadow of which the lights of human consciousness flicker. Some of them fade away, barely in contact with the maelstrom. Others grow dimmer and blink painfully. Some glow with a strange, cold light. Gaining strength, the maelstrom, rushing westward, comes crashing down onto the southern lands of the dome, leaving behind hundreds of fluttering
there I
and
am.
slowly fading lights. After sweeping out Concord and Spire Station, the maelstrom finally calms down. It hangs in the very center of the dome, like a majestic, lazily swirling vortex, and your mind rushes about within it like a shining spark.
Hey guys, you remember me? I mean, don't mind the servo shell. Hey, Steel, you still here?
G'day.
A lot of people lost their minds. Yeah, I saw them. They were all standing around the sphere. Hey, Clara, did you get
Clara
out?
is surrounded with white light and mist, her hands clasped in prayer. She reminds you of an angel statue from some reformist church.
Oh no. Did you get taken in by a religious cult?
Seeing you, her expression changes. She crosses herself, mumbling under her breath.
I was having lunch, and then you appeared. Out of nowhere.
He's positioned himself. Don't turn around, gang. Look out. RKO. Man.
She nervously touches the cross hanging from her neck. Clara never moves her gaze off you.
I remember you saying, find the car and drive away. If I knew you were sacrificing yourself, I would have stayed. If someone frees you from your oath out of generosity or humanity, does that mean the oath shouldn't be fulfilled? I still don't know the answer to it.
You're welcome.
You see sorrow and grief in her eyes.
I only know that I'm an awful wrongdoer. I hope you're in heaven now?
So many things I could do with this, but
Clara sighs heavily.
I see. Why are you appearing to me? Is this some sort of a sign? Know about signs? This is when...
Her voice suddenly becomes deep and thick. She drawls as if her words were being played from a corrupted tape. Clara's face alters subtly, as if it had turned to stone.
Abbott is very kind to me. But his faith is nothing I could get used to.
She says in a dull voice.
Abbott? Who's Abbott? Well, whatever.
There's no doubt. The funny, scruffy old man standing before you is Aaron Melville, the old man from the gas station. He also
This
recognizes you. A smile wrinkles his already wrinkled face.
Ah, it's you. Long time no see, sweetheart.
Melville examines you closely.
Safe and sound, I see. How'd you pull that off? No one survived where you were heading. The only worst place is the center of the dome, where the spire... Well, you know.
The old man points vaguely upwards with his crooked finger.
You're aware, aren't you? The spire is fallen. Now the road's closed. As if folks would want to come here anyway. And here we stay like crabs in a barrel.
Crabs in it. Whatever.
He thumps his timber leg on the ground, driving the mist away.
Don't think that I'm complaining. My business is on a roll. They come and they go.
Melville's face seems to petrify. He speaks slowly, but flounders anyway.
The gas station can be crowded nowadays. Everybody needs my gas station. Oh, folks went crazy, I tell you. Fighting over nothing.
Really?
The old man woefully shakes his head.
Where'd you guys go? Ooh, we've got pretty hallucination pictures. Sweet. Any more? It's the same ones. Come on, give me different ones. Ah, there we go. Yes. Alright. I guess that's enough of that. Oh, I see. Alright, let's talk. Kingsley, you did this to me. This is your fault.
A gray-haired man, arms stiff at his sides, stands squinting short-sightedly into the mist. Kingsley is much shorter in person, and older. He notices you.
I never thought we'd meet again. I must thank you. Thanks to your report, I was able to start the evacuation in time.
Martin comes closer. You notice small changes in his uniform. Some of the insignia have been replaced by larger patches resembling military chevrons. Kingsley nods as if anticipating your question.
Yes, the uniform is new, but the man is the same. Head of Magellan Base. I intended to resign after the incident, but Nakamura decided otherwise. I couldn't argue with her.
Who's Nakamura?
He surveys the thick mist around you.
One thing's certain. You're standing here. That means you're alive. Yes, I know what this is, partly.
He looks you in
You
the
know what
eye
everything is,
and
partly.
says,
Scientists on the emulator project have been telling us a lot about it. Not everything. Even they don't know what it is.
Alright, moving on. Whoa, there's a lot of... Oh my gosh, so many people. Alright, these two look important, so let's go talk to these people down here.
We have to be like the Soviet Union and Germany in the late 1930s. Mutual favors, mutual limits, parity. We've always worked on such terms.
As he finishes speaking, his lips stop. The man in the turban keeps standing there, a lean figure looking angrily upward.
Yeah, I didn't understand any of that other than he wants to be like Nazi Germany.
An unfamiliar woman steps out of the mist and looks at you with the wandering eyes of a mad person.
Yay! Someone that's probably on the same level of weirdness that I am.
She's wearing a tall, crudely made tin crown painted with gold powder enamel. She smiles, although on her, this expression is more like an evil grin. She begins to prowl around you in a circle, wary eyes locked on your face. While circling around you, she steps into the mist and stops in place, a vague, distant silhouette.
Nice. See, best interaction so far.
Olivia falters and points her finger at you.
And what is this? Or who is this? Mind telling me, without the never-ending riddles, Johann? Just tell me.
Alright, well, let me start my spiel. My name is Zoltais. Alright, the name. So this is the abbot that Clara was talking about. Let's see what he's like.
A wizened old man, long and lean as a scarecrow, leans over to examine you with the curiosity of a vulture. His long, yellow-white robes fall down in waves and rustle quietly. His stony black eyes resemble those of a blind man, but their gaze is fixed on you.
Such remarkable technology.
He says in a low,
Thank you.
well-modulated
My
voice.
servo suit is very
This
well kept.
voice seems to belong to some other person. He smiles, a warm and kindly expression, wildly at odds with the menace in his eyes.
Name your price, and I'll buy your design. But be reasonable. Take time with your answer. Think it through.
With the smile still fixed on his face, he steps back into the mist, never taking his eyes off you.
Weird old man.
You hear heels clicking. A dark figure appears out of the mist before you. It's a woman. You've never met her, but you feel as though you've seen her face 1,000 times. You even know the sound of her voice, although you have no idea where you could have heard it. She looks at you with surprise. Then she frowns pensively and steps closer. She stands so close you can see multicolored reflections in her bionic eye. After poking you to confirm your ethereal nature, she waves her hand left to right. Obviously, she's hoping to disperse you like mist.
Sorry, lady, I'm persistent.
Naturally, she fails. The woman chuckles discontentedly and leaves. The clicking of her heels fades quickly away.
What an interaction we just had with whoever that was. Oh, are we done? Oh, we're back. No more death through darkness? No? Alright. What do you mean can't use this while the servo shell's equipped? Don't make me lose my servo shell. Man. There, I'm out of my servo shell. You guys happy now? See? You look so disappointed. Can't you tell? But that was a stupid amount of dialogue. So that's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully I can condense it down enough to not make this episode insanely long. So like and subscribe for more content. And as always, I will see you in the next video.